Good morning, everybody. This has gone live. Trying to get myself into a chair that hopefully everyone can see. This will be my first live stream. Oh, yeah. Which means everything that goes wrong will go wrong. I don't know if anybody's seen the first couple that I uploaded. I even posted them to YouTube and Facebook. So, hi, everybody. You've got Lady Hippy here. And there's more than one reason for that. Quick background is Army veteran, wife, mother, grandmother of two. So again, the lady Hippy is self-explanatory. It also explains a lot about me. The description of my channel is anything and everything because I actually invest anything and everything. And since it dated me, we'll put out the point that I started typing on a manual typewriter, ran a mimeograph, the Xerox wasn't invented. If we want to know what the information we used to start catalog, I Google. Love me Google. I can't tell you how much I love Google. If I didn't have Google when I was 20, you wouldn't have seen me for death. Absolutely. And I still went back to college twice just to catch up to all this stuff. My major uh, go-to when even I was in IT running that was having plugged it in again and unplugged it and trying to plug it in again. Actually, that still works. I just so I don't know what particular topic everybody would like to start out with today. I'd like to establish the fact that what I've seen in the world today has been, I hate to say truly beautiful because I don't believe in organized religion per se. If they were doing what they were supposed to do, I might actually believe in some of it. I do believe that the Old Testament, which is literally the Torah, guys, it's not the Bible, okay? It's the Torah. Jesus is even mentioned in the Quran. These are all Holy Books. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying that things were made different for what they translated 5 million times, you know. As far as the Bible, which Bible? And people go, huh? Well, of course, there's more than one particular Bible. How many times do you think it's been audited or changed in any way? That check nicety council on Google. I'm not going to take the time to explain it all because my time would be already gone. So I want you guys to do your own research, throw some stuff in the chat, say hi. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. And unfortunately, I am broadcasting from the bar. It's pretty early, even though this will live stream at Tuesday afternoon. So I haven't hit anything at the bar yet, but I'm considering it. I dipped a little Irish cream in my coffee, just let it out. So we have Bibles. And yet, even though I don't believe in organized religion, there is that little thing at the end called revolution. And yes, of course, it was adopted, though I was at 9. And we didn't have a lot of jukebox. So I was a bit of a tomboy, pretty much a lady, kept close to me. We had play clothes back then, guys. We came home, we got out of our school clothes because we had like 3 pairs. Okay, kidding. We had a good pair of pants to school until I actually was in the 8th grade, and they probably loved it. And those hip huggers were a great hit, let me tell you. And the hot pants were just way off the charts. My goodness. And this is still a bit of feedback. My son, my only son, my only child, taught me a startup kit for podcast. So the first one I released, I did it, edit out, and then again posted it on Facebook. Apparently, it's a little difficult to find me yet. I need to. I haven't had a lot of views there yet. I expect it to go, completely viral. This is my cat Dixie, who apparently likes to shoot her with purchases. I mentioned before, even though I wanted to do this from my office, Robert Reed did the whole house. He said he wanted to borrow and stay and survive stage 4 cancer, have anything he wants, he's paying for it. At this point, in the dining room, we had a nice table that seated 6, old-fashioned chairs. He had refurbished the table himself, set marble and beautiful table. Had 2 china cabinets completely full, and 2 bookcases in the same room, completely full. All of that came out. He bought me one huge, ginormous China cabinet. So the two cabinets fit in there. Took the table out, took the bookcases out to go put them in my office upstairs, which had two desks. China those coming out. So the China huts went out, the table went out. At this point, we only had the China cabinets. And this is after he had pulled all the carpet out because I asked repeatedly to do so because I had carpet swept it, vacuumed, and shampooed so much that it was unbelievable. So he painted the house for me, but the worst almost overnight. It was so lovely. It's so much easier to clean. Mounted the TV, so the TV stand came out and everything. So it opened up this particular space. Well, he had just bought me the living cherry wood tables, spun glass inlays, lovely couch and love seat stuff. Um, and of course, the new China cabinet. So this is all that was there. And he bought me a nice red armchair that I just adore that goes into the corner. And he went off to get the farm. This was all done, like I said, so quickly, within a few weeks. He went to go get the farm, and I was excited because he really wanted the farm. And he deserved it. Whatever he wants, he deserves, as far as I'm concerned. Well, he didn't realize that at the time. He had water, of course, I believe his son. And so off he went to get it. And sure enough, so I was spraying the cat there. She thought I should be climbed up. Kind of painful. So he goes out to get it, and instead of thinking going home. So he's thinking, maybe I misread that price. And he goes and knocks on the door. They bring him in this environment at this point. It has the bar. This is a major bar. This is an expensive bar. And so he says, your ad said it was X amount, and that kind of thing. And they said, yes, we said, and he's thinking you're crazy. I don't blame him. This is, you don't really see the work. I'm broadcasting from the your customer side, instead of the bartender side. So you're seeing the back part of the living room from the bar, not the other side. And it turns out he had taken his dolly, which he had himself extended. Uh, This guy could do everything. I'm not going to try to explain. They call him Guyver work. He really did. So the grandpa's there, and they're trying to get this ginormous bar out to this. I forget what I'm trying to point out, but it was his trailer. It was extended by him. He thought he had more than that. That was not the case because this is a gorgeous, very expensive bar with the background cover. It has everything. And then after he got it, he brought it in. I love it. It's gorgeous. We went on the chair. Uh, there's just one bartender chair. And since it's just us, we had to pick up two chairs, a set of white ones to go on the customer side. We bought him a new ice maker. It sits on the little table that we set up against the bar and the window. He has a refrigerator back there. He's got the ice maker, the blender, and then of course the bar itself on the inside. The bartender has tons. It has a sink. It has everything. And so we have, at this point, decided I go to doing my podcast from the bar until we straighten up the stairs, which believe me, and stuff in it that I'm not even sure why we haven't, because we haven't seen it in like a year since we did all this. A lot of people ask me, well, don't you have like how will we have in the bar? No, I don't love it. I really love it. I'm thinking about doing my podcast. It's like 5 or 6 because Sing says, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. That people are refusing it. So back to the Bibles. You go up to Revelation, and I started looking at it again. I've always had a Bible. I've gone to one church when I was a kid, so I was like, okay, Michelle MacDonald, like the 10 Commandments is a big thing. Only 10. There's only 10. Okay? You know, I'm like 8, 9 years old. I'm about to 9. We'll go 9 years old. And then finally my mother said, come get her. She's a communist. That was fun. And the poor mother, she would run us back to a different church. And my course was Because every time they threw her out, she was just 18 or check. So I get thrown out because then I'm like, okay, lots of daughters get him drunk and sleep with him and have kids. Where does they say that's okay? That's like they can have to do something kind of out there. And again, the hospital. So like that. Then of course I was in the military. I was stationed in Europe. I had my son baptized in Rome. And I used to argue with partners when I was stationed. Well, I served as a civil servant, as the actor, and I would run into senators, especially Senator Doyle, from the Watergate, and you've really got to be my chicken in the job. So I was like, oh, goody, because I should be louder. Because, even in the 80s, you knew who were the good guys and the rest were bad guys. It was like, who are the good guys? The rest of them are lining their pockets with the lobbyists and so forth. And they don't got much. Anybody that's got to spend 40 to 45 years in the Senate and so forth don't actually dies in their seat. They need to do term limits because I don't think anybody's real cognizant after the age of 85. I'm just saying, it's like, it's not rocket science. So you're thinking, okay, this Armageddon thing, dad showed up, and then suddenly everybody's having earthquakes. Everybody's having tsunamis. There are volcanoes, there are earthquakes, there are fires, there are floods in areas that are not usually getting those. These are areas that do not get this type of activity. And then recently I saw a camel swimming by. I had quit all other type of television. I just streamed. So I'm streaming on YouTube. I figured what I was looking for was looking really good this random morning. Popped in on the channel. And here it is, in the Saudi Arabian desert. And these camels are floating behind with things in the back of it. I have everything now. There's so much camels floating behind the desert. These people don't get an inch of rain yet. There they come. They're floating by. So you only go back to your Revelation thinking, I've read that 500 times. Anything about camels floating by. Now, Yeshua does say, Jesus is every resident. Yeshua does say that he doesn't know what time is. The angels don't know what time is. Only his Father knows what time is. But then he did know there were certain things that would be going on that could give us a slight heads up. That men would be lovers of themselves. Sons and daughters would take their care and hurt their parents, basically. There would be death, there would be famine, there would be pandemics, basically. There would be all of these things. The earth changes, volcanoes, fires, floods, and all of this. But when you see him walk by, it's just, you're like, okay, this has good revelation. And then you see Becca. And Becca's getting so many hailstorms and wind and rain that trains are falling out of the mountain. That could be the whole city. You're thinking, what next? Locusts. Sure enough, locusts are the next thing that hits Becca. That was the husband who tonight goes after his life, so he likes their his offering because I really can't stop it. I love this like I usually do it. So we're going to go on with the night. But he's going to be doing something. So off we go again. Now he's going outside. So which probably we have all that stuff going on. I mean, I just go. Japan had 155 earthquakes the day before yesterday started themselves. It's impossible. I mean, how do you have 155 earthquakes? I don't know. It's okay. Just one. I'm thinking, that's not a bad earthquake. You gotta go. Okay, now this is been. We don't even know who wrote Revelation other than it's supposed to be someone named John Revelator. So we're like, oh, okay. This works for me. At the same time, so you have to look at what's going on. Some people say, oh, it's the earth. Bible text and say, okay, well, it could be the Bible, but part that part is not that part. Geneva Bible, King James. Does anybody know the King James wrote the Bible that you read today? Okay. throw that one at you just real quick. Look it up. But it is King James V of Scotland. Queen Mary, the child. Yes, that Mary. That Queen Elizabeth I had after people were in captivity for like 4 decades. Accused of treason and beheaded. Um, and this was her cousin, was her sister, but either way, set a very bad precedent for uh, people to be beheaded. So you would think they wouldn't go that far, but they did. But it was her son who ended up being both the England and the Scottish throne. Not sure have enough good details on why he put together James Bible. But if everyone will remember, England became its own church and rules the church still today. The head of the church is the people before the Queen Church of the church, which was really cute to see pictures of her, say with a card was always checked. She's the head of her own church, and there was a bishop. I have an argument with bishops. Cardinals, and then they would have to go back and check it out. When you have, basically, a lot of religious people don't know that, especially evangelists. They might know it differently or differently or whatever. But you've got to do this, you've got to do that. These people are paying for that. At what point do you go, why are there homeless? Why are there hungry people? What are we doing? You know, what are you contributing? You want these people to have a plan. Why don't you just go ahead and if this is it's not rocket science. If they're out there using your money to find a freaking point, then they are free to be given your religious education from, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think anybody religious needs to play. If I remember correctly, on Palm Sunday, Jesus rode in on the donkey. So, you know, they want a donkey, you could help them out with it. It's just, you know, you've got this major thing going on between Israel after being, they weren't just attacked. These people were massacred. It was horrific what they did. It wasn't even just an attack. It was, they did horrific things. They filmed it and sent it to the parents. They raped women until they were pretty much dead and then shot their heads off. They killed babies. They burned babies. They beheaded babies. They hung babies in trees. I mean, they're still trying to clean up the five villages or communities with these small communities that they did. And I at first, when I saw this, I thought that most of the higher communities of the deaths would have been like they desert. But it wasn't. They didn't have quite 400 deaths there. 1,400 died there. The other 1,000 were killed in their home, tied together and burned alive. It was, you need to know stories about that. They have released some of the footage that they know can be viewed without closing their forms. They have the stuff that's really, really bad. And yet all I've heard and all I'm seeing are people attacking them saying they have to stop this war. Well, I don't know why we went war with Iraq. Anybody crazy? You know, I don't know why we went war against Iraq or 9/11. Iraq was involved. There was Saudi Arabia. I think one might have been Pakistan. But they were not Iraqis. They were not Afghanistan. So why did we go to war for 20 years on both? These guys were not involved in that. There was no WMD all could you just figure that out? These guys, I mean, look at the Afghanistan. They live in, wow, it's wild. It's a mountain. They got a couple of guns, some mules, and sandals, and a rope. That's it. So, and yet nobody ever because of that, what have they got? The people have wanted for millennia in Afghanistan. Um, the other weird thing that I found about the war in Iraq was that it was started under the second President Bush. His father, first President Bush, at the time when he was the director of the CIA, put Saddam Hussein out. And then his son, on his first term, has to go to war. to depose the same man that his father, as director of the CIA, had put in charge. None of this stuff is making sense to me. It just sounds a little biblical. Then I see the terrorists blow up Nineveh. This war had lasted 10,000 years, whatever huge amount of time. These go out and they use sledgehammers to break down what is standing, and that's not enough, so they set charges and they blew it out. They blew up 1,000 miles. What's wrong with it? I just don't get it. Then they started moving all of the Confederate things after the public. Why? They're not dead. They're dead. It was a war. It was history. When people start taking away your history, what does the next generation learn of history? Well, they're not going to learn that. Especially by the second generation. They're not going to learn that. Because it's not there. It's not in their textbook. Well, if they're going to go to that trouble, when are they going to cut out the Native Americans? It was total genocide. They completely wiped them out. They can't talk the languages. It turns out that not only were they the only ones that have the language, and this actually helped them win the war in World War II. They were able to win colonies because they had no use their language out of all of the hundreds of tribes that they obliterated. They committed total genocide. That's not talking about. It's not talking about how Thanksgiving. How do you celebrate Thanksgiving? The Native Americans made sure that the settlers did not stop death in the middle of the night. You still celebrated as Thanksgiving. And then after you took their land, you killed the men, women, and children, and they were the elderly, because the rest was trying to fight. Now, how do you fight with arrows and bows that gets done with a has together? You don't, you die. From this particular area, and my son is, I'm sorry, my husband is we being adopted, it turns out we are not. I'm British, Scottish, and Irish, which I have been home. And my son is in the Navy. And so he's a part of he's my husband. So we're like, oh, why are they pulling stuff up? Why are we fighting this? Then suddenly, Israel is attacked. Many nations are standing forward and saying, you're killing the Palestinians for no reason. And I'm like, no reason. Did any of you see that? And I'm not, you can just use children. Oh, the Christians. Those are the Christians. You know, pick up the Israelis, pick up the Germans, pick up the news from India. You will see the truth. And how can you escape that truth? How can you say the Palestinians are being murdered for no reason? The Israelis are so careful not to hit civilians that they're dying because they don't want to hit civilians. There are tunnels that are wide open through there, under the fence, and into where they were actually attacking. It was so easy for them to attack these defenseless people that they used fire cutters, motorcycles, and fixed-wing airplane type deals. And the victims were waving at them. I don't know how the idea of drop a ball like this, to me, it dropped the ball. It where the freaking ball was. And again, there were thousands of kids out there, and that only less than 400 were slaughtered and taken is a miracle. There's no other way to put it. That was what happened in those Muslims. It's so that it's just not, there's no way to explain it. And if people still, and I'm talking about in my own country that I'm so ashamed of these people. These are Ivy League schools. These are universities. These are Harvard. These are Cambridge, so forth and so on. And they let their students get out there and propagate genocide, Israel, and even burned our own flag. Why weren't these children removed immediately and their parents asked, what the heck is wrong? Why weren't those who were out there protesting about the Palestinians? Because they were Palestinians and they had to give Americans citizenship. Why wasn't Israel? Why course, they sit straight. Why did 400,000 people here this week get given bus passes, new phones, new clothes, and bus them where they wanted to, and put it in a hotel? Did anybody riddle for that? Is there a reason to pay 50% of our earnings to the IRS? Because they politicized it? No, they policed it. These guys are actually weaponized IRS, and they added 88,000. So, what do you do now? Are you afraid? Well, I'm sure as Hippy. Has anybody seen Waco, Ruby Ridge, any of them? Because they will kill you. Don't ever think for a second that your own military will not shoot you where you stand. As a veteran, as an Army veteran, I will tell you right now, they will shoot you where you stand. If they are given that order, or if they get jumped, or if they're just stupid and they have it. Again, I give examples. Another one, Penn State, good. You will find that the military has the thing that capture people. And I'm praying God never comes to them. But at the same time, I wonder, there's a lot going on back there. Hope, which is why I mentioned biblical. Not like the locusts that had done that after the flooding hail or so forth, the rainfall. You get all of that. You've got ice floating. You've got, you know, Alan was just about there. Many people died dead. At one point, you can stand there and go, holy crap. Now, I have seen some lovely things between us and Israel. I've seen that. We used to be like former Vice President Mike Pence was there yesterday. I enjoyed seeing him there. We have American cowboys. I love how they just call American cowboys. That have come in and have brought in their produce, wherever they had from. They brought it in, so it didn't go waste. There are others that have volunteered, and they actually have put their houses back in order so that these people don't come back home and see bloodstains, see what has happened. You know, it's here that goes to live. But in some cases, they were trying to make sure that their homes were something else besides a death. This is not too much. This was not too much. And literally, most of those never got alive, which is why they're still processing this. Israel also tries to make sure that they bury everything with the Bible. Everything. The blood, vitamins, things like this. And yes, we're talking about it. They did not do these mothers during Mexico. They literally, when they shot you in the face, they shot you to the head. And that's just one of the atrocities. And yet, I think that our work is around and yelling at working civic activists. Tried to rip me in the civic house. I'm thinking those take off their uniforms, put on sandals, and not be suits running around with rocket launchers so that they don't really look like Palestinian civics. They look like Hamas in civic dress. Although I am told on a couple of stations now that what was the term? The revolutionary activists. So, yeah, no, they're terrorists. The first terrorist act I remember was the 17th Olympics where they put they went on to become the first to hijack planes, kill a pilot, the passenger door, and then they wanted to go, yes. At early 70s, you alone, Palestinian liberators. And then you went in front of me. This kind of explains a lot. You know, there were 4 or 5 of those terrorists still on sitting on the land. The acceptance speech with the PLO is we want the river to the sea. We want all those rivers to get. This was their union address. This is a peace name, supposedly. Not just to sit there, you kill one, we all don't have to kill all. Anybody see me even up there for the Ukraine? Yeah, no, I had. Anybody see me out there prisoner? Uh, yeah, no, but I've seen it run in the nose. They don't do that. Russian you with no problem. Of course, this Ukraine does not. They would NATO. They finally accepted NATO. I'm not sure. I, I think Israel is on the and no, book, not double check. Just have to go ahead and so discuss it with these Harvard professors and so forth. So it's not acceptance of our Congress. Congress, you don't think that's safety? We do believe, thank you for the question. We do believe in rights, free speech. I want to get up there and slap you stupid and have campus police escort them. You know, I think do it. I don't care if you have tenure. I don't care if you think you're smart. I think you need to have your butt put in check for inciting not just hate for racial hatred and GI. And I've been hearing this over and over as global jihad, global war against a particular race. We said never has been. I'm watching it myself. It's almost like black and white film. I mean, the Nazis, they dominated every person, every child. There was a thing, there was a fight. And at first, they were just shooting. Just, and pick up a grade, take off their clothes, be shot in the palm. And I'm sorry. But you know what? I'm going to die. See him shoot me. I'm going to take off my freaking clothes for those 7 Nazi veterans that have bullets. When I see 200 of them in the trench, only help me out, we're going to die anyway. Well, I'm going to die with my boots on. They can shoot me, they go shoot me. There's no point in worrying about being shot. My point is, I might be able to get lucky enough to get one. Because while they're trying to shoot me, they might shoot me too. As before, Kevin, 100%. As some areas, like say Auschwitz, 50, 80, 20, 30 guard stations. They had 70,000 prisoners or whatever. And one way they got here. Of course, they were too, but they were too ill. They were too ill, loaded and the and then they themselves were trying to put it in this vile, it was wicked, it was big, and it's always what I'm seeing. Well, the different people, I don't know about y'all out there, how many of these people came through this? Almost 100,000 people this week. I think there might be just one person might be maybe one. Might have been 100,000, might have been 1,000, might have been 10. How many terrorists does it take to hurt someone? Well, but they blew up the Oklahoma, never fixed it. Just how many people died then? How many kids died then? Terrorists do not help up usually, so I have to. They generally don't hurt them. They're going to blow up those kids on the way to school. But they're going to blow up Sunday school. It's just out there. They're going to blow up the class. For this particular case, the simple. They're not going to go and run down through here when there's an armor base and say for board. Although I understand that it's although it is it's, but it looked like the biblical this kind of it's a lot of stuff. Which source do you go to learn? You go, okay, I need this one, that one. Maybe I should check this one. I have to check another really very language. They sure is. They're regulated. There's a lot of things that are fairly unique as far as the test and most employees. Now, the old Testament, look back and say a step back. I look back and say something. That you can also. I'm doing that now. A little bit of this thing. just a little, not a lot. And forget, yeah, this particular, that particular, that's hopefully you guys can trust the chat. It's my first purpose. And I would love to hear from everybody. Apparently that also happens the algorithm. There's other channels that throw something like, share, and of course, ring the little bell. It should run online this afternoon around 2 o'clock. I have handled the lady Hippy. Doesn't have people. But it's, I have spoken and I have to chat, but that's really not 2 o'clock. So I'm hoping that other people have the same questions or even answers. For I love each of this. I love your definitions. I love those. I love EVs. They keep us real positive. That's what it is. Get walk around. And we can all talk about the change. I think it's wild to see what people said that jet planes just sit there. I see the huge pair. There was still like 3 different people, and 2 of them actually photo arts, students versus filmed this huge pair of like that. On top of the let's see, that they were over the top. It's, I don't know if they sell is the Pentagon got into its very good. Those things around Philadelphia. Some of the things that came out, you guys were getting ready to talk that and we had like I was told that there were a bunch of us that hit the cockpit and hit the terrorists that were striving. And they suddenly they go off the air. Or were they shot? How come now pancake like they do when they have each explosion? And then go, anyway. And this was after they told them to go back in. This is why they was behind it. Because they told them, wait, you're okay. Go back. And many of them don't want to do that. They put up with it, go back. Which is the very, very simple thing because they're so safe. Why did building 7? Anybody go building 7? Look at it, check it out on the map. It wasn't anywhere near. And where any debris that came down the house wasn't even wasn't alarmed. When it came to mine. Mine did that building. There's just engineers that got together and they talk about this. There's the people their minds they used to turn that up to actually turn that it doesn't make good sense. That there wasn't enough fuel to make all of them. And you can see people that it has. However, how did you get those buildings? Yes, they came straight. Okay, so that's 7 and then it was another fun. And others they came down and everybody shows the children test. They were in the focus group. But building 7, I think they did. It was for the just those buildings from and said was that I think it was because the text where this one thing that built to release a little bit so I think that releasing this something is it was the Saudi services and I love why 9/11 every year and all day say that like they did, but why is no mention of the right killed 300 why is it like no another those things outbreak it's as if those two events I do think they shot they hit the White House. So that would have been I don't know how clever that was. Probably apparently one of his friends showed up that I know. And he's one of the so I couldn't tell him what happened. There's a whole lot of said, and it would be fun to talk about. I'm not sure we had but the way to talk about it. I don't really initial size to show I have black eyes. Irregardless of the war. I do, however, want to broaden the horizon. I, I'm from the generation that said, oh, we're the hippies, we're for love teams, we're not going to call them, we're not going to do that. Yet it's my generation that is stone liberal. You have to have to cover it. I'm 40 years of driving. That's the thing. They have to put the money down of that. They're not farm for everybody. So that's a nice one. They get a lot of money out, a lot of people. You have to have I have never dropped it. Most of them, what do they do? I pay all my social security taxes, and now social security is taken. No, it's not that. It's not that I how I get it. I got it. Isn't that nice? I get them, like their charts that, oh, we took 800,000 over a course of 50 years. We're going to have 100,000 maybe. These things we should there should there should not be they should be allowed to raise millions of dollars in for this and that for office. There should not be big tax increases around the world. This is what Trump said, this is why they hate it. They want me to become it president. Because that money may no. There should be money to for local business. They could have invent new virus. That was tough to get the toilet paper today, but that was a lot of fun. Now, ants everywhere. This a lot. A lot. The big thing they could do is they can sweep. They could, but it would the question for right here. They put it in check. Open the door. It's your bank. All these things. Oh, it's just not. But I remember this part also. You cannot put these active work. Basically, I am not in heaven. I certainly feel like that. I hope and I still pray for all those in Israel that they find the peace they deserve. And I hope that the United States that we and wherever your purpose is open, and each light this and bring that little bell, put a content down there, pull it up on the plants in a little while, and see if we can talk about any of that. If you're here with me at all, hit into your home. Like or share anything at all, it will make me chill or positive. And apparently those algorithms are important. Y'all be safe, and I will be back with stuff. See you next time, everybody.